So JP Morgan just announced the approval of XRP within the banking framework, projecting it to be worth between $7,500 and $10,000 in the next 3 to 4 months. And this comes as JP Morgan Chase officially announced that it is now accepting XRP for both credit card and mortgage payments in a strategic move to introduce a major market onto JP Morgan Chase Bank and unlock the cryptocurrency adoption for payments and blockchain. In fact, leaked reports have literally revealed that JP Morgan has been buying XRP over the last couple months, starting back in the 2016, September 16th, they bought their first XRP and they've been dollar cost averaging all along. As of now, the leaked reports confirm that JP Morgan owns approximately 7.5% of their total wealth in XRP, and that they decided to work alongside Ripple Labs to unlock $1.25 quadrillion on the XRP ledger across borders, using the digital asset or the International Swaps and Derivatives Association, where they decided to partner in a strategic alliance with both JP Morgan, BlackRock, and Ripple to recognize a massive market, that's the derivatives market, and facilitate all of the payments through it. Now, as we talk about XRP, we can't forget that XRP is about to break all-time high in the next couple of weeks, potentially. But what was a great way and a great step to do into the video, XRP is booming, up 38,736.64%, all since its historic highs. I mean, we are currently sitting at $2.28 since its all-time price. We've seen XRP skyrocket over 38,000%, at some points even substantially higher. In the last 7 days, it's down about 6%, but when we look at the big picture, guys, and this is where we talk about the big picture, it is up drastically. The volume just in the last 24 hours is up 20% at $2.53 billion in the last 24 hours, with a total supply of 58.68, or total supply is 99 billion, or 100 billion, but the trickling supply is 58.68 billion. Guys, what we want to talk about today is a critical step that we are seeing. That is BlackRock and JP Morgan working to facilitate the $1.25 quadrillion in the derivatives market, all on the XRP ledger. And retail is getting restricted out. There is reports that are speculated as a result of this video and another one that came from Ripple itself, confirming that retail purchases of XRP will be restricted following 654.49 trillion inflow onto the XRP ledger. This inflow will come as a result of RealFi, that is tokenizing real estate onto the XRP ledger, and it's beginning in a couple of days. They've officially posted on their official account. We are now in the final days of testing and monitoring on the XRP ledger as we work to conclude validation of over 654.39 trillion in transaction capacity. This milestone highlights the scale, efficiency, and reliability of the technology underpinning the RealFi ecosystem. The Real token built on the XRP ledger passed initial testing, demonstrating exceptional speed, minimal fees, and seamless process. These results underscore its potential for powering real estate world financial applications. At a launch time for Real will be announced soon via RealFi team. Follow us to stay tuned. The official launch of payrealfi.com, which is the website, was a strong success, and multiple institutions initiate conversation on both XRP and Real. So this is the concept. You're getting $654.39 trillion in transaction capacity on the XRP ledger, and it's happening, and it's on the final days, about to conclude, and is about to actually begin on the XRP ledger. So it's about to start in the next couple of days. And thus Ripple needs the XRP. They know it's going to skyrocket, and so they're set to restrict the purchase of XRP following this announcement. In fact, Mr. Ramana Kumar highlighted that retail was never supposed to be in XRP on 2 occasions. I'm going to show you guys this clip, so listening closely.
Many people are using cryptos just to buy and sell and make quick gains out of it. Does it hurt the growth of cryptocurrencies, that usage for a quick buck?
So it's kind of chicken and egg. You have to create a marketplace. And right now we have about 150, 200 exchanges around the world that trade in XRP. A lot of it, as you say, is very shallow trading by individuals, and that is not the use case that we are pursuing. What we are pursuing is the use of XRP as a financial asset by sophisticated institutions as a bridging mechanism. So does this hurt or harm? Well, it creates a lot of noise. And, we certainly don't want that much noise, but we're waiting. And for example, this last quarter, the bulk of XRP sales were to institutional investors. And as this transitions away from retail to institutions who start to use it for wholesale, financial usage, that's when the turning point will come.
We have $6 or $7 trillion coming into our country, and we've never seen anything like it. The markets are going to boom, the stock is going to boom, the country is going to boom, and the rest of the world wants to see, is there any way they can make a deal? They've taken advantage of us for many, many years. For many years, we've been at the wrong side of the ball, and I'll tell you what, I think it's going to be unbelievable. The thing that people have to talk about, we're up almost to $7 trillion of investment coming into our country, and you'll see how it's going to turn out. Our country's going to boom.
I have an executive order for your attention relating actually to government payments. Historically, checks issued by the Treasury are, I believe, 14 times more likely to become the subject of fraud than electronic transfer payments. This is an executive order that's going to push the Treasury Department to modernize its payment system to ensure that where possible they're using electronic methods of payment as opposed to paper checks in order to reduce waste, fraud, and abuse in the government, which is obviously an endeavor that we've been pursuing in numerous aspects of government under your leadership.
It's basically modernization of equipment and methods, and it's something that really I think he's going to be a great Secretary of the Treasury wanted, Scott, and so we're doing this, and we have other modernization programs going on. We could let somebody else, whoever's next, whoever that may be, do it, but it's something that should have been done 25, 30 years ago. Okay.
So the information is clear, and the trillions upon trillions of dollars that is going to enter the XRP ledger will cause XRP to soar. And as you know, when we talk about the numbers, it's as high as $654.39 trillion. And thus, when you see JP Morgan announcing the approval of XRP within their banking framework for payments, and an ex-employee for JP Morgan has stated XRP will be priced between $7,500 and $10,000 between 3 to 4 months, if we do get the $654 trillion onto the XRP ledger, it may be as easy as a flip of a switch. And we can't forget that RealFi is actually hosting a massive XRP giveaway. So if you want to get yourself some free XRP and enter a giveaway, and you don't want to take the time to sign up on Uphold, which you definitely should, you can literally just follow RealFi at RealFi Team on Twitter, post a tweet with RealFi XRP and tag RealFi Team, like and retweet their post, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Again, this will be rolled very, very soon, so make sure you go ahead and you follow them on their Twitter page, as this is a revolutionary technology both for the RealFi team and for the XRP ledger. And XRP, of course, because everything at the end of the day on the XRP ledger burns XRP, resulting in a higher price per XRP. Now, guys, overall here, the charts are looking absolutely juicy. I mean, let's switch it back to the 1-day chart, the 7-day chart.